വെക്കേണ്ടി വരും.
അതൊരു വലിയ ചോദ്യം തന്നെയാണ്. താങ്കളിലേക്ക് ഞാൻ മടങ്ങി വരാം ശ്രീ ചിത്രൻ. ഇപ്പോൾ ശ്രീ ടി എം കൃഷ്ണ നമുക്കൊപ്പം ചേരുകയാണ്. വെൽക്കം സർ.
Hello.
Sir, as you would be knowing, Dr. Ninaprasad was forced to stop her performance at Palakkad. Your
Yes.
first reaction?
So I read about this in the Hindu report. I find it absolutely atrocious. I mean, it's quite obnoxious of a judge to demand this and force the police to do this. I have performed all over Kerala. I don't know for how many years now. All performances began only beyond 9 p.m. and went on till 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. That's a cultural aspect. The whole idea that something stops in the night is so alien to the way we live our lives in this country. Art flourishes in the night. So, to do this to any artist, it's not just Ninaprasad. I want to make that point here. If this can happen to such an important artist, then imagine what can happen to whose names we don't know. That is a very important thing. The other thing is the whole idea of society being a shared space. That society is a shared space where multiple things happen, multiple exchanges happen, multiple seepages happen, and that's where art flourishes. Obviously, this is a judge who has no sensibility towards how social equanimity, equity, sharing, and culture takes place. It's, I think, absolutely rude. It's, I don't know how to react to a person who, in fact, knows the law of this land, we hope, to actually use the police to do something like this.
Sir, she spoke to us yesterday and told she felt humiliated and shattered. What message does such interference give to the artist?
No, it is a very, very big blow, because today if we allow something like this to happen, then it can happen to anybody. Just like I said, it can happen to somebody like Ninaprasad. It's probably happening, by the way, to many small artists whose attention we don't have. The artists may be affected like this many times. It really scares artists to do anything in public, okay, and to share with people. It means that artists whose names we do not know will think twice. It means not just judges, any local rich person on the street may tomorrow go to the police. Any person who has political power will go to the police. Any person can do this to something he doesn't like. Suppose it can be an inter-community issue also. People don't like the art of some community, they can then complain. People don't like art of another community, they can do it. Tomorrow there can be a play which somebody does not like what it's saying, they can say it's a disturbance. Now this can be twisted in so many different ways, and when a person who's supposed to represent the Constitution of India does something like this, it opens the floodgates for abuse, misuse, and it affects the psychological, emotional, and the economic and political space of artists.
We talk a lot about freedom of expression and freedom to artists. Isn't this a matter of shame?
No, it is. And it happening in Kerala is shocking, very honestly speaking. Because I have traveled so much in Kerala, and I'm absolutely shocked it's happening in Kerala, and that we can just keep quiet. We should not. It is a matter of shame that an artistic expression, a performance, is being stopped because a judge finds it disturbing, knowing very well I understand it was a 1 hour performance, a 1.5 hour performance, or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Knowing very well the performance was going to get over, obviously, it is very shameful. It is very unbecoming of the individual. It is also something I think the state should take into consideration and protect the freedom of artists to express themselves. Please remember, I want to reiterate this point. This is not only about Ninaprasad. Let's not make this only about her. I am now worried about artists from the margins, artists from marginal communities, artists from oppressed communities, from minority communities. Those kind of artists will become even more easy targets for such kind of actions. And therefore, this is something we should take cognizance of in the larger spectrum of society, freedom of expression, and the role of artists in public life.
So my last question to you, what would you like to tell Dr. Ninaprasad?
Oh, I just have to tell her that I can only say I'm so sorry this has to happen to her. I can imagine how it will be to be just stopped and told to leave. I have not gone through that, but I've been a person who has been told I cannot sing, I cannot, space would be rejected, so I know what it feels. I just want to tell her that she is most welcome to come to Chennai whenever she's free, and there will be a stage for her and her curated performance.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for
Thank you
your
very
response.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
തീർച്ചയായും ഡോക്ടർ ശ്രീ ടി എം കൃഷ്ണയാണ് നമ്മളോട് പ്രതികരിച്ചത്. അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു യാത്രയിലാണ്. അദ്ദേഹം പറയുന്നത്